All right, good morning, everyone. This will be the routine weekly briefing for today, March 10th, through next Wednesday, March 16th. I'm meteorologist Andrew Kren, here from the National Weather Service in Raleigh. All right, it's probably already noticed, but it's relatively cool and cloudy out there, and we have basically some pockets of light rain showers that will be moving through the area this afternoon and into the early evening hours. Temperatures, much chillier, uh, are relatively chilly today in the upper 40s for the highs in the north, and generally low 50s in the far south and the sandhills and the southern coastal plain. So it's going to be one of those cool, cloudy, and kind of dreary kind of days. The regional radar basically shows that we do have basically some dry time right now, but we do have some light showers kind of pushing into parts of western parts of the state and moving into South Carolina. And those will be kind of moving through the area later today and early this evening hours. We'll discuss that more in the next slide as well. Key points here with the upcoming weather pattern. As I did mention, we do have some light showers moving through the area today. That's connected to a mid-level system that's lifting through the area with a stalled boundary across the region. We do have high pressure off to our north today, and that's helping to lock in some of those chillier temperatures that we've experienced today. So we'll have, light rain off and on into the early evening hours. That should start to wane as we get into the evening tonight, and especially by tomorrow. Temperatures will be below normal, as I mentioned, in the upper 40s to low 50s today. And we do have a really strong cold front moving through on Saturday. It's going to start to approach the area Friday night, but the real widespread rainfall will not come in until early on Saturday. And that's going to lead to widespread showers and storms late Friday night into Saturday. Some of those which could be severe, as I'll discuss as well a little bit later. Cold high pressures then is going to settle in Saturday night into Sunday with well below normal temperatures, basically a hard freeze. Sunday morning with upper teens and low 20s across most of central North Carolina, potentially maybe some mid-teens in the far north if the forecast trends a little bit colder. And so we haven't really reached the start of the full start of the growing season, but it has been warm lately, and so that may be something to consider, and we'll discuss that later as well. Dry and above normal temperatures will take over early next week, so we'll start to see a really, kind of a nice warming trend there. And then potentially maybe another chance for some showers middle of next week with a southern track system. Though the latest guidance has allowed us to potentially slow this approach of the system until maybe late in the week, potentially Thursday, Friday. So there may actually be a dry Wednesday. As I mentioned, we do have that hard freeze for Sunday morning. And while the growing season really has not taken shape, we do have some of the plants and some of the grass has started to kind of develop and bud as we've had those mild temperatures, really warm temperatures we had, late last week. So if you have any potted plants, you may want to bring those inside this weekend and kind of make sure that those stay safe. I have noticed as well that my car the last couple of days has had some morning pollen on it. So there is starting to be some of that kind of development of the spring season. I should also mention that so that cold front is going to be moving through Saturday night. In addition to these cold temperatures, we're also going to see wind chills in the teens Saturday night into Sunday morning, and relatively strong and gusty winds, potentially in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range. So on top of the cold temperatures will also be these relatively cold wind chills. Now let's go into the severe thunderstorm outlook, and it's primarily going to focus on that late Friday into Saturday morning time frame with that strong cold front approaching. So there is a slight risk of strong to severe thunderstorms late Friday night into Saturday morning. The strongest threat appears to be Saturday morning. The primary threats will be damaging wind gusts and some isolated tornadoes right now, especially as you live along and east of US 1, which kind of includes the triangle, includes Fayetteville, up to Rocky Mount and up to Clinton. And so we do have that potential there. We do want to mention also that portions of the slight risk area on Saturday may get upgraded in the next forecast update. And if it does get upgraded, we will certainly send out an additional briefing and to keep you guys updated of that potential change. Looking at our accumulated precipitation forecast through the next 7 days. Today, not expecting a lot of rainfall, light amounts for the most part, a few hundredths of an inch to maybe up to a quarter of an inch, highest amounts along the coastal plain. And then widespread rain and storms Friday night into Saturday, with amounts potentially up to an inch of rain area-wide. And that's going to help with some of the drought conditions as I'll discuss later. And then we have another round of light rain possible the middle of next week. The current trends, as I discussed a little bit ago, are slower, such that we may see this in the latter part of next week. Our 7-day accumulated precipitation from the Weather Prediction Center, and this is primarily, this map you're seeing here is the majority of the 7-day precipitation is going to occur pretty much Friday night through Saturday. That's what you're pretty much seeing right here. So, showing that one cold front has the potential to produce, between an inch to 3/4 of an inch to up to an inch of rain across the area. And, it's going to be a really nice beneficial rain, but potentially has the downside of bringing some severe weather with it as well. Going into our latest drought monitor, this on the left is showing basically on the left is showing the current drought conditions. On the right is showing the previous drought conditions from last week. So we have noticed that, we've had a warm and dry week. That's led to an expansion of the abnormally dry conditions up into portions of the Piedmont, including the Triangle, and an expansion of the moderate drought or D1 conditions across eastern North Carolina along the coast. I should point out that this map does not include the rain that occurred on Wednesday. So potentially the rain that we had on Wednesday on top of the rain we will get Friday night and Saturday, that should hopefully help to alleviate some of the dryness that we have experienced with this latest update. Going into the further extended outlook in the 8 to 14 day period, there's becoming an increasing signal for above normal temperatures, 60 to 70% chance of above normal temperatures in the 8 to 14 day period, and with a slight chance of maybe above normal precipitation, about 30 to 40% in the extended period. So the stronger signal in the extended is for that well above normal temperatures to take shape. All right, let's go into a summary here. So, it's going to be cool, cloudy, and a little bit dreary with some light rain today. There could be some fog development tonight as we have the moisture in place that kind of lingers across the area. There's going to be a strong cold front that will bring the chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms to portions of the southern Piedmont, Sandhills, and the coastal plain Friday night and Saturday, and the strongest period appears to be Saturday morning. Behind the front, it's going to be well below normal temperatures Saturday night into Sunday. Lows Sunday morning, upper teens to lower 20s. On top of that, the gusty winds Saturday evening between 30 and 40 miles per hour, along with wind chills in the teens. So it's going to make it feel much colder than it has been in the last week or so. Then we'll have a gradual warming trend Monday into Wednesday with highs rebounding into the 60s and low 70s. We do have a chance for some wet weather to return by midweek, but there's still some uncertainty on that system. The better chance looks to be late in the week.